What's up, y'all? John Melton coming to you live with another episode of Money Monday. I hope you're excited. I know I'm fired up, jacked up, and excited as usual. I love me some Money Monday. Just got back from a 4-day event. 4 days is a little much, I will say, but it was jam-packed, absolutely amazing. We went to the ClickFunnels event called Funnel Hackers Live. Finally got to see Ed Milet speak. And oh man, there were so many great speakers. I don't want to go down a whole rabbit hole on that, but I want to make sure I'm live. Let me know if you're here. Say what's up in the comments. I'm excited. I hope you are as well. Yes, it looks like we're live. We're good to go. So listen, I know a lot of you are probably feeling a little bit of a squeeze right now. Let me know in the comments if maybe your business is slow or you're not getting as much engagement on your social media. Your team's not engaged. It's not as easy to sell products right now. You don't have as many people joining your team. But guess what? The entire network marketing industry and other industries are impacted right now by the inflation, the recession. Crypto's crashing. Stock market had its worst day. I think it was just last week in years since COVID. So are things becoming a little more challenging? Yes, absolutely. I'm very transparent. If you follow me and I keep it real. I keep it 100. Even on Money Monday, I'm going to tell it like it is, especially on Money Monday. But here's what I can also tell you. I've been doing this 21 years. In fact, yesterday was my 21-year anniversary in the profession. Kind of cool. Went to my very first meeting 21 years ago. But that was 2 weeks after 9/11. It was 2 weeks after 9/11. So as you can imagine, things were not so good. That was not the best time to start a business. Years later, when I finally went full-time in network marketing, that was 2008. And that was the last time. That was 14 years ago. That was the last time the economy crashed. The market crashed. We've had a good run, a good 14-year run, meaning our country, even the global economy, right? I know some of you are coming in from different places. In fact, let me know in the comments where you're coming in from. And by the way, for those of you that don't know me, my name's John Melton. Drop the word new in the comments if you're seeing me for the very first time. What's up? We're actually live in My Lifestyle Academy, M Life Nation, my personal profile, my business page, our YouTube channel. We're live all over the place. But I've been doing this network marketing thing for 21 years as of yesterday. Can you guys still see me? Sorry, I had a phone call coming in. But anyway, I was broke. I was busted. I was disgusted. I had no background in business, no business being in business. I didn't know anything about network marketing, but here's what I did know. I knew I wanted to do something different than what everybody else was doing. And what do I mean by that? Most of my friends were going to school, going to college, getting a degree, getting a little piece of paper that says, I'm smart, hire me. That's what most people were doing. I wasn't interested in that. I was not interested in exchanging time for dollars. And quite frankly, a lot of my friends that ended up getting a degree, most of them ended up getting a job or ended up in a career that had nothing to do with that piece of paper, right? They ended up doing something totally different than what they got educated to do. But with that being said, I got into the mortgage industry after my first company got shut down, went into the mortgage industry, and I absolutely crushed it. Literally made $125,000 my first year as a mortgage banker. And then the next year, I became the #1 loan officer in a very large mortgage company in Baltimore at that time. And I made $250,000 simply because I had a work ethic. It's funny because when I got hired, I didn't even know what a mortgage was, but I was disciplined. I was determined. I was fired up. Plus, my son just called me. He's the one who just called me. So we were having a baby. Nadia and I had a baby and a baby on the way, and then actually had a baby, right? And during that time, when I found out she was pregnant, and then we finally had Dylan, I was freaking out. Of course, I was 23, wasn't planning on having a kid or getting married, which we did get married. And actually, there's a lot that went on in September, but Dylan was born in August, so he turned 18 last month. This month, we had our 18-year wedding anniversary, 21 years of network marketing, and the company I'm in, the social retail company I'm in, I joined 7 years ago this month also. So September is a great month, but I say all that to say this. So some people say, oh, it's slow, it's this, it's that. I got this going on, that going on. My team isn't as engaged, or my business isn't, doing as well as it was just, a few months ago. But here's the truth. I got started with the company that I'm with right now in a September. I got started in the profession in a September. I went full-time in network marketing and made a full-time income for the first time in 2008. Last time the market crashed. last time things weren't so great from an economic standpoint, right? A lot of people had a 401k. It became a 101k. That's happening right now also. Do you understand? There is opportunity when there's adversity, when there's scarcity, when things are happening that we can't control, by the way. We can't control what happens with inflation, recession, crypto, the real estate market. We can't control those things. There's no point in getting fixated and focusing on the negativity. There's no point in tuning into the doom and gloom of the news, which, by the way, that's how the news makes money, is the more people watching and tuning in to the negativity, the more money they make. You never want to plug into something or be a part of something that benefits from sadness, from scarcity, from adversity, right? But you need to pivot. You need to double down. You need to go all in right now, because I can tell you there's a lot of people right now, that would not be interested in this profession 6 months ago, 12 months ago, that will be open-minded tomorrow. In fact, I talk a lot about 2008 because that's the first year I went full-time in network marketing. But you know what that was also? That was the year I quit drinking. One of my really good friends from high school committed suicide. And him and I would always talk about how, like, we don't make good decisions when we drink. Nothing good comes from drinking. You know, all of our worst decisions, all the things that we got in trouble for or I got arrested for, I was drunk. And him and I both decided that one day we were going to quit drinking. Well, unfortunately, he took his own life. And I decided when that happened, I was never drinking again. And it's been 14 years since I've drank alcohol. And I went full-time in network marketing also that year. And by the way, later that year, which would be next month, in 2008, we had our daughter. And so my daughter has never known her father, her dad, me, to be drunk. I have never had a sip of actual alcohol. Now I do drink some O'Doul's and Bud Zero, you know what I'm saying, like fake beer, but I don't drink alcohol. I haven't drank alcohol in 14 years. I have not had a sip of alcohol since she's been alive. Kind of a cool thing. But her birthday is in October, the day after my birthday. So I turned 42. She turns 14 the next day. Anywho, so right now is prime time. I know it's scary for some of you. I know some of you, your business is down, your sales are down, you're not getting as much attention on TikTok and Reels. And I did warn you all, if you've been following me for a couple of years, let me know how long you've been following me, because I know, again, we're live in different places right now. I got a lot of team members on. I got people from different network marketing companies that are following. I got people that are not in network marketing and direct sales. You're just following me for other reasons. But I said it, when Reels and TikTok got hot, especially when TikTok got hot, I don't know how long this is going to last. It's not going to last forever. Take advantage of it while it is here and be grateful for what is here. Be grateful that it exists. But people were doing so well on TikTok and making so much money and selling so much product. I didn't think it would last that long. I was surprised it lasted as long as it did. And quite honestly, can you still get sales and leads from TikTok and Reels? Absolutely. Just not like you could a year ago. Does that make sense? You could literally post anything a year ago and go viral, and you could literally sell your products directly in a live video for hours and do thousands and thousands of dollars in sales. So, you know, there was a bunch of variables as to why business boomed. But here's how I look at it. We were probably doing more as an industry than we should have during COVID, than we normally, without COVID happening, I think the industry would have been somewhere around here. But because of COVID, it actually blew up the industry, right? Now I feel like we should be here, but we're probably here, meaning things are less than they should be. I remember, I think it was Eric Worre. I'm pretty sure it was him. He would say, this is a lot like what your business will look like over time, ups and downs. But really, even though it's like this, really, this is where you should be. Does that make sense? Like sometimes numbers are way better than they should be based on your trajectory. Did I say that right? Doesn't matter. It's my show. I can say whatever I want, right? Based on where you're headed, based on your trajectory. I can't say that word. Why am I even trying? I'm going to give up. So you're doing better than you were. And then sometimes things look worse than they are, right? And by the way, things are never as good as they appear, and they're never as bad as they appear. Does that make sense? Like, it's amazing to me how people get so fixated on the day-to-day, the week-to-week, the month-to-month, the day-to-day, the week-to-week, the month-to-month, when the truth is, over time, even if you have some ebbs and flows and you have people quitting your team and you have, you know, some bad months or bad quarters or even bad years, it doesn't matter as long as you're here long-term building the business of your dreams. And here's what I like to point out. It took me 7 years. 7 years to create a full-time income in network marketing. 7 years. Thank God I didn't quit. Thank God I didn't quit after the first company went out of business. Thank God I didn't quit after my last company got shut down by the Federal Trade Commission. Do you think I was excited about that? Here's the answer. No, I wasn't. But because I'd already been in the profession for 13, 14 years at this point, when my company got shut down, I was like, all right, plot twist. How many of you watch House of the Dragon, Game of Thrones, or you maybe watch, I don't know, like crazy movies? Let me put it to you like this. Your favorite movies or shows are probably shows or movies that have awesome plot twists. Would you ever go see a movie where, or let me say this, would you ever watch a movie twice if everything was super obvious and predictable? Would you ever love a show where it's super predictable and there's no drama? No, that's called life. None of us are getting out alive. You got to have the ebbs and flows. You got to have the drama. You got to have the adversity. That's a part of development. If it's easy all the time, you're not going to grow into the person you need to be. You're not going to become the best version of yourself. Does that make sense? When it gets hard, good. Let's get to see. We all get to see what we're made of. We get to see what we're really made of. See, it's easy. It's easy to be excited when your business is blowing up and people are joining left and right. It's easy to be excited when your company has an awesome promo. Like everybody's going to be excited in November because November is the biggest month of the year for sales. Although we've never had a November during a recession, at least not in my 21 years in network marketing. I've never had like that kind of November during a recession. So it'll be interesting to see what's up. I'm always curious, but you got to have a different mindset. You gotta say, okay, I'm gonna prepare for the plot twist. I'm gonna pivot during this time. I'm gonna be, look, if you have more time on your hands because business is a little slow right now, good. You have more time to coach your customers and connect with your customers. You have more time to connect with your social media friends and followers. You have more time to coach your leaders or coach the people that are joining your team. You're signing up less people, good. You could focus on the people you got. You got less views on your videos? Good. You can connect with the people that are liking, that are following, that are commenting. You're getting less views in your stories? Fantastic. You have more time, more availability to respond to your messages, respond to your comments. You have more time to proactively, intentionally reach out to people. I just did a phenomenal training with Bryn Lang. How many of you are on the training with Bryn? Isn't she the best? She is freaking amazing. She's a genius. And the reason she's had so much success, because she really got clarity on her priorities, her time management, her priority management, her energy. She created boundaries for herself in her business. And I know a lot of leaders that I work with, they'll shut their phones off on a Saturday or a Sunday. They'll shut their phones off for a couple days during the weekend, or, they'll shut their phones off after 5, 6 o'clock at night to be with their kids, whatever it is, right? They're creating boundaries. They're creating a schedule. They're intentional with the limited time they have. They focus on talking to high caliber people. They focus on creating quality content. They focus on really helping and coaching the people that are on their teams, pouring into them. So now you can free up your time to do some of the things that maybe you didn't have time to do when business was busier. You didn't have as much time to connect with all the new people joining your team. Now, let's say you go, well, John, typically my team enrolls, 30 people a month, but now we're only enrolling 10 people a month. Fantastic. You could literally reach out to every one of those 10 people, reach out and introduce yourself. Get to know them a little bit, offer some insights and tips and help them get their business up and running. Does that make some sense? Like you have to always, because listen, again, there's nothing we can do about the doom and gloom. There's nothing we can do about what's happening with the economy. There's a big hurricane hitting right now in different parts of the world. There's nothing you can do about that. You can't control the seasons, the temperature of the weather, the storms. You can't stop the rain. You got to learn to dance in that. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn to dance in the rain. You have to be okay with adversity, struggle. Now you get to see what you're really made of. It's so easy. It's so easy to be positive when things are blowing up. It's so easy to show up with enthusiasm and confidence when things are crushing. Let's see how you show up when things slow down. Let's see how you show up when your business isn't where you want. Listen, my business has slowed down for the first time in 7 years. Now we're still doing millions and millions a month in revenue, so I'm not going to complain. But you know what that means? That means there's people on my team that are used to doing tens of thousands that aren't doing that, meaning in sales. So for me, it's like, man, what can I do to help my team? What can I do to get them excited? What can I do to get them back on track? Because the thing is, just a couple months ago, somebody might have easily sold, let's say 10,000 a month, 20,000 a month, 50,000 a month. Now they'll be lucky to sell half that. Now they're still making money, they're still having success, but because people are putting maybe a little bit of a squeeze on their bank account, they're being tighter with their money, they might buy less product. They might completely cancel their subscription. Does that mean you should burn the bridge? No. Listen, here's the truth. There's a lot of companies right now that are being acquired by other companies that are going bankrupt. There's a lot of companies outside of network marketing, like Amazon and Facebook, two of the most profitable companies in the world, two of the most profitable companies in the history of the universe. And they are laying people off. So you have to be okay with this, but you have to keep things in perspective. You have to stay positive, and you have to say, you know what? Things are a little slow. What am I going to do to get better? Not be bitter, but I'm going to get better. What am I going to do to improve maybe my social media? What am I going to do to help more people? What am I going to do to make a bigger impact? Now, I'm going to tell you one thing you could do. One thing you could do is be more intentional. And I just talked about this with Brent. Be more intentional with the little bit of time you have and focus on recruiting up. Focus on reaching out to A players, business owners, influencers, micro influencers, people that are entrepreneurial minded, people that believe in multiple streams of income, people that have some credibility, people that are already using social media, people that are successful, people that have credibility and influence over others. Maybe you've had this chicken list. How many of us have had a chicken list of people that we haven't reached out to because, well, I don't know them that well. I don't know her that well. I've never talked to my pastor about business before. I've never talked to my successful neighbors before. I've never been a part of like a networking event. I've never gone to events. I've never joined Facebook groups before with entrepreneurial minded people. I've never done videos about business content. Now is your time to do that. Now is your time. Maybe you start interviewing successful people in your network marketing company. Maybe you start connecting with people that own businesses in your local area. Hopping on the phone, hopping on a Zoom, go physically meet with people. You need to learn to be fearless. You need to learn to be postured. And sometimes people say, well, John, I don't have confidence. I don't have experience. I'm not successful like you. I get it. But it's better to be ignorance on fire than knowledge on ice. And I know when I first got started in network marketing, I was broke, busted, and disgusted. No background in business, no business being in business. But I wanted that MBA, a massive bank account. And I was willing to show up and do the do. And yes, it took me 7 years to crack a six-figure income. It took me 16 years to become a millionaire. Thank God I didn't give up in the first 1 or 2 years. Thank God I didn't give up after my last company got shut down by the FTC. Thank God I didn't give up when I got sued for $2.5 million back in 2013. Wrongfully sued, by the way. Things happen. Bad things happen. That's called life. None of us are getting out alive. What are you going to do about it? Curl up in a corner? What am I going to do? I feel bad for myself. No one feels sorry for you. Why? Because everybody is experiencing this together. We're all in this together. You know what I'm saying? I know we have more than just people from America, right? We have more than just people from the United States on, but like I am here and you're here to make a difference, to make an impact. We're looking to make a difference with people that are looking to make a difference. It's time for you to start opening your mouth. It is time for you to start talking to people because there are so many people out there that are on their knees every night praying for a miracle. They're praying for something. They're praying for an opportunity, and you have a miracle in your mouth. Stop being stingy. Stop being selfish. You're making it about you. It's not about you. It's not about, I don't know what to say on a video. Okay, well, how about you start learning things? Maybe you're reading a good book. Maybe you're listening to a great podcast, and you take some notes and you turn around and teach the things you're learning. How many of you follow Ray Higdon? Ray Higdon's been teaching this for years. ILT, Invest, Learn, Teach. I've learned more from teaching than I ever have from learning. Now, how did I learn the most? from the doing, from taking action, from putting myself on camera. I sucked at videos in the beginning. Embrace the suck. If you're awesome at videos right out of the gate, you waited too long. I sucked at recruiting, but I had so many conversations about making money and about business that eventually I heard every objection. I heard every question. I heard every excuse. And one of my mentors in the very early years of my network marketing career, remember, I said I went to my very first network marketing meeting 21 years ago yesterday, but I remember meeting Julie for the first time. And she said, you can make money or make excuses. You can't do both. Excuse-itis is a disease. And the cure is to go out there and take action, avoid the stinking thinking, the analysis paralysis, the limiting beliefs, feeling sorry for yourself. Now, maybe you got to get into meditation. Maybe you got to get into some serious personal development. I don't know, but you need to choose courage over comfort. Brene Brown's quote, choose courage over comfort. You got to snap out of it. You have so much unlocked potential if you could just get over yourself. There are so many people out there that are going to buy your products. They're going to join your company. They're either joining you, buying from you, or joining someone else in your company or another company. So anyway, start recruiting up, start being more intentional. In fact, we have a workshop coming up. How many of you have heard about this A Player workshop? Now, it's a couple weeks away, so it's not like this week, but it's October 15th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Myself, Bryn Lang, and yes, the Russian Hammer, Nadia Melton, are going to be helping you learn how to attract, enroll, and work with A players, how to enroll high caliber people into your business, what to do with them, where to find them, what to say to them. All you got to do is drop the word workshop or go to mylifestyleacademy.com/workshop. But if you drop the word workshop, we'll also respond to you. There is a free option. So listen, I want to be clear. This is for anyone in any network marketing company. It doesn't matter if you're selling lotions, potions, pills, water filters, skincare, hair care, cleaning products, knives, bowls, beads, pots, pans, jewelry, legal service, travel service, crypto, trading, Forex trading stuff. Doesn't matter. Legal insurance, life insurance. If you want high caliber people, high caliber clients, you want to find them, know what to say to them, know what to do with them, know how to taproot them, know how to help them make money. Because if you want to get an A player's attention, help them make money or help them miss out on money. That's a whole other conversation. We're going to give you the how-tos on October 15th. mylifestyleacademy.com/workshop, or just drop the word workshop in the comments. We'll try to respond to as many of you as possible. And by the way, those of you that are sharing, that are tagging people, let me know in the comments. We're going to pick probably 3 or 4 of you that are sharing and tagging in the next 24 hours. And we're going to give you some cash money or one of our famous 90-day trackers. There's also, by the way, an upgrade option. Now, listen, you could totally plug into the training on October 15th. It's a 4-hour training for free $99, but we will have an upgrade option. It's like $47, dirt cheap. Doesn't matter, again, what network marketing company you're in. Doesn't matter what you do, what you sell. If you want to attract, enroll, and work with high caliber people, you want to get some A players in your business. And I said this earlier with Bryn, like literally, you just need 5 to 10 amazing people. How many of us are like, I wish I could just find 5 to 10 people like myself, right? How many of you just want 5 to 10 people on your team that are like you, that are committed, that are plugging into a training like this, that are actually like working and doing the do? But if you find 5 to 10 people like that you can help make a 6 or multiple 6-figure income, you could have a 7-figure income. No joke. You go out there and help 5 to 10 people earn a 6 or multiple 6-figure income. That's all you need. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. How many people are out there, and you only need a handful. You only need a handful of people that go out there and earn multiple 6 figures, and you could have a 7-figure income. Now, that does depend on your structure. It depends on what network marketing company you're in, different compensation plans. But I'm telling you, you only need a handful of people. And they're out there. And a lot of them are going to be getting involved in this space, involved in this type of business, because their business is being impacted by the economy just like everyone else. It's your time to shine. It's your time to double down. Don't be scared. But we will have an upgrade option. Where you can get, because I know some people are going to say, well, I can't be on that October 15th live. $47. You can get the replays. You could be a part of a Facebook community that we'll have for all the upgrade. Anyone that upgrades is going to get access to a Facebook group as well. But also, we're going to do a special group coaching Zoom after October 15th for those of you that upgrade as well. It's going to be myself, Nadia, and Bryn Lang, literally one of the best leaders in the entire profession. And she's just super talented when it comes to teaching. It's one thing to create results yourself. It's a whole other thing to teach others. And we're going to show you exactly what it takes. And listen, we're going to tell you like it is. If you follow me, you know this is who I am. Like, I don't sugarcoat things. I'm not going to tell you it's easy. Like I said, if it's easy, it's sleazy. I think it's simple. I think what we do is very simple, especially if you're building on social media with the ATM system and what we teach. If you're using the ATM system and you're doing what we teach in regards to creating curiosity, creating conversations, attraction marketing, using group chats with your business prospects, you're using a simple onboarding system. You're teaching people how to talk about the product, lead with the product, how to talk to people about the business in a simple way using the scripts and the systems that we teach. There's no reason why you can't build a full-time income eventually. There's no reason why you can't recruit people that are better than you, that are more connected than you, more influential than you, that live in a different city, state, or country than you. I've got people on my team that, live in different parts of the world that I've never been to. Think about that. I have people on my team that are 10, 20, 30, 40 years older than I am. I have people on my team that have built much larger businesses than I have. They've had much more financial success. In fact, the first year I went full-time in network marketing, like I mentioned, was 2008. That was the first year I started recruiting up. In fact, back then I was only 28 years old, and I had people joining my team that were 20 years older than me, that were way more successful in business than me, but they were on my team. So I was like, go team, go. And it was crazy because what I found is more of them were open-minded. More of them were open-minded to being a part of the business than the people that needed money. And it's funny because there's a lot of people out there that are broke and skeptical, which makes no sense to me. Like, I can appreciate that, being broke or being skeptical, but being broke and skeptical, like maybe you're super successful, so you're skeptical because you're already successful doing something else. But no, what you'll find is some of the biggest skeptics are the ones that are not entrepreneurial minded. They're not risk takers. And then on the flip side, you'll find that some of the most open-minded are the most successful people because they believe in multiple streams of income. They believe in residuals or reoccurring income. They believe in a subscription model or leveraging their income through the time and efforts of other people because they already have employees that work for them. Like, they understand the power in leverage. They understand the power in networking. Network marketing is simply marketing a product or service to your network. That's it. It's not lottery ticket marketing. It's not work marketing. It's not get rich quick marketing. It's network marketing. It's hard. It takes time. It takes effort. But developing this one skill, recruiting people that know more people than you, that are more successful than you, that might live in a totally different city, state, or country than you. And by the way, it doesn't have to be a personal recruit. You might help someone within your organization 4, 5, 6, 10 levels removed from you recruit an A player, bring on some A players into their businesses. Anyway, I don't want to ruin the surprise. We're going to go into more details on the how-tos on October 15th. We're going to be promoting the heck out of this between now and October 15th. It's going to be a one-day workshop. It's going to be amazing. It's free $99, but there's also an upgrade option, like I mentioned. If you want the details, go to mylifestyleacademy.com/workshop, or just drop the word workshop in the comments and we'll respond to you. All right, y'all. We'll see you next time. Hope you got some value from this conversation. Let me know in the comments your biggest takeaway. And those of you that are sharing and tagging people in the comments, in the next 24 hours, we're going to pick like 3 to 4 winners, depending on how many shares and comments we get, how many tags we get. And we're going to send out some cash money or 90-day trackers to those 3 or 4 people. So we're going to just randomly pick those of you that are sharing and tagging people. You got 24 hours from right now. All right, y'all. 95,000. Hope you got value.